Hi guys, this is Vanngo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I invite the beautiful Jenna Gonzac here. We worked together I think like 10 years ago and we reunited in Australia a few years ago, and now again she still looks the same, as gorgeous as ever, and she lent me her canvas today to create a holiday makeup look for you. I hope you enjoy the look, and thank you Jenna so much for coming to the channel. Always give my channel a lot of love. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Share this video, give a thumb up, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram as well. And have a happy holiday. Thank you. To start every makeup, I always prep the skincare first. The first product I use is always lip balm. This one is from Laneige. It is quite a beautiful lip balm. Most people use this one before they go to bed. It's more like a lip mask, but I love to use them to prep before I start makeup. Leave it on the lip for a while and let it soak in, and then you take a lot of the excess off before you apply your lipstick. All the skincare I use today is from Shu. This one is one of the best seller, First Care Activated Serum. And none of these are sponsored, by the way. I just love the products. That's why I use them. The best way to apply serum is just really press into the skin like this. And whatever left over, you just put on your neck, your chest, and everywhere else. Next is the concentrated ginseng eye cream. This is also one of my personal favorite. It's quite hydrating. It's more a richer eye cream. Always very gentle around the eye area. I like to put on the eyelid as well. I think that area we should prep really well, just because, you know, we use eyeshadow, we blend, we really disturbing the skin in that area, so it should be taken care of really well. And the final step is the moisturizer. It's also concentrated ginseng. I love this moisturizer. It is on a richer side, but as you all know, I love a rich cream. Always give the face a lot of love. Little massage. You can also use a little device like this and then just really depuff the skin. This one you can put in the fridge if you like to make it really cold, but the temperature here is actually cold in the device already. I normally put a lot of moisturizer on, and then if you don't have time to let the moisturizer to really set into the skin before foundation, you can always use a tissue like this. You take it out and then little puff you put together and just really take some of the moisture out. So this way the skin doesn't look or doesn't stay too shiny when you put the foundation on. And this is the best way. Even for me, when I touch up the client, I don't just add on powder. This is what I normally do first before I even powder them. This way, take all the moisture out first before you even start powdering the face. For touching up, I mean, yeah. You see this what I'm doing, and it take everything out. For foundation and concealer today, I'm using both from Shiseido. This is one of my favorite foundation. If you want to ask me, I think would be my top 5. And if you want to try it, it's quite beautiful. Like I said, none of these are sponsored, but you guys always ask me to tell you what some of my really top favorite. This would be one of them. The foundation, I use only 1 shade. The concealer, I'm using 2 shades. The foundation and the darker concealer, almost identical shades. If you watch my previous videos before, you know that I like to use the concealer for pinpoint almost exactly the same shades as the foundation. And for the eye, certain area, the high point, I use the lighter concealer, just really give the face more dimension. Another advice for foundation, I know a lot of people struggle to find the right foundation. I think it's tricky to find foundation because most of us nowadays, we use sunscreens, our face always a little paler than the rest of the body. Jenna have really beautiful skin. Her skin do have a little brighter in this area compared to the rest of the face. So for me to choose the foundation, I have to choose the shade somewhat in between and then blend it out. Because if I choose the shade almost like her face, the body gonna look really dark and the face too white. So that way, the best way to choose is the one in between. And most of us don't want the face too pale anyway nowadays. Even we pale, we have dark skin on the body, we still want a little color on the face. So you're gonna choose the shade a little darker than yourself. But the best way, the only advice I can give you is really just look at the undertone. Is that more a red undertone or it's too cool and too warm? And then choose the foundation from there. So that's the best to do. But if you want to try to match exactly, it's almost impossible, because if you can find on certain light, it look match, but then you go natural light or anything like that, it could look a little different as well. So just choose the shades that pretty close and then somewhat mimic to the skin, the foundation that can mimic to the skin, and then blend it out. That's the best way. To start, I use a little bit of foundation. You see that the foundation I use is a tiny bit warmer on the face, but then you will see after I blend, it's gonna go perfectly with the body. This is the medium to buildable full coverage foundation. Jenna had beautiful skin. I'm not gonna put too much on, but if you someone who have more problem skin, you still can use this foundation. Just use more the tippling motion like this, you will get more coverage. Close your eye for me. And you can see that just a little bit, and the skin just look flawless already. This really is a beautiful foundation. You see, it's really beautiful. It's very luminous. And whatever left on the brush, you just blend on the neck a little bit. For me, blending is so important. Whatever left over, you just blend it out. And the thing is that if you wear an open neck, then you have to do a little bit on the chest. Doesn't matter if the foundation you get an exact match on the face or not, you still have to do a little bit of the blending on the neck as well. Next, I'm going to use the lighter concealer, and mainly under the eye area. And then I use a smaller concealer brush with a tiny bit deeper shades, and I pinpoint. And this would be for someone who have flawless skin or someone who have acne or really problem skin. I still do the same technique. That's how I do makeup. And I know a lot of people was like, why you choose a girl like gorgeous skin like this? Yeah, either way, I'm still gonna do the same technique. With just the time you spend on do the skin a little longer. You know, if someone who have really bad skin, you just have to spend more time on pinpoint what I'm doing right now. But it's just the same way you do makeup. Doesn't matter person who gorgeous skin or not. And make sure take time, just one by one, when you're trying to cover anything. Don't do rush. And you saw that because the color I use is so close to the foundation that whatever I cover, you don't even see the demarcation at all. And if you don't have a concealer that matching the foundation or close to the foundation, you can use the different color concealer, and then at the end, whatever left over on the foundation sponge or brush, you do like this. And this way you blend or merge everything together, and it doesn't disturb anything that you were trying to cover earlier. You see that before I even set the makeup with powder, Jenna's skin looked just flawless. And as my team said, you know, I give you guys so much information and you guys still complaining, so I don't know complaining. Of course I want to have a gorgeous face to do makeup, but all the technique is there. So whether you can apply on whoever it is, you still can do it. I'm going to use some tan tool from Huda Beauty as well. And this is just for me to scope and to shade the face a little more. The look today I'm doing is pretty full makeup, so we're gonna play a lot. We're gonna have a lot of makeup today, and I told Jenna that, you know, she had to be ready for that. So mainly on the perimeter of the face, I'm gonna try to bring back some dimension of the face because I take away a lot of them from the foundation. And then you can only use the foundation brush to blend it out. I'm going to do the same on the other side. For powder, I'm going to use some loose powder from Rare Beauty. Look out for me. Under eye. I'm going to keep the skin pretty matte. For bronzer, I'm going to use the Glow Wish from Huda Beauty as well. This is quite beautiful bronzer. They're very sheer, so you see that just a little bit. And I just set where I used the tan tool earlier. She has the same formulation for the blush, and I think it's very nice. You guys should try them as well. For eyebrow, I'm going to use two products, a brow marker and the brow gel. This is more like called Brow Frizz from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Jenna have really beautiful eyebrow. I don't think you need to do much. The reason I'm saying the brow marker is that, like, I'm gonna gel the eyebrow first, and wherever I want to enhance a little bit, I would do that. But I'm gonna use the shade, it's called Blonde, so it's pretty light because when the eyebrow is beautiful and full, if you use too the dark shade, it can look very dense. So the better use the lighter shade, so the eyebrows still look like it is, but just a little bit enhanced only. And the best way, just use a little bit of the brow gel and brush the eyebrow up first. A little bit only, you don't need too much. And you see that I just brush up, but I still want the eyebrow look a little tame still. So I brush it down a little bit. So you can see after you gel and then use the brow marker and you see where that you want to enhance. Like for example, I see it right here a little bit. So I just put a little bit of the marker and then a little bit right there. I mean, some people would say, okay, she doesn't need anything out or you don't want to do anything out. So it's just really where you want to enhance it. You know, I think maybe if you one strand hair here, because if you want to be that like detail particular, but I'm just showing you how I would do like perfected an eyebrow is this, you know, full. And then you see I put a little bit right here. So this way it's still like exactly her eyebrow, just a little more enhanced. See, you saw that all I did just one by one, just really shape the eyebrow even more, and it still looked like her eyebrow without doing too much. For eye, I'm going to prep with Rare Beauty Eye Primer. Then I'm going to use this eyeshadow palette from Chanel. This is their limited edition, is for holiday. I hope by the time the video coming out, it's still available, but I think this is such a beautiful bronzy palette. I think it's just scream holiday for me. And I use just like a long way liner just to enhance the eye, and then the mascara. This is also a great new mascara they have. To start, I use a little bit eye primer first. This is a great eye primer. If you want, just prep the eye first before you do eyeshadow, and it doesn't have too much heavy deposit. Next, I'm going to use this shade right here. Close your eyes. I put all over the crease area. Remember, this kind of texture, you get way more deposit pigment if you use your finger. I'm going to show the difference for you to see. I use the brush, it's like this, and if you use the finger, you get way more. See that? You get more intense on the color. So it's up to you how you want to do it. I'm going to do a mixture of both. Same on this side. So I'm going to do, close your eye for me. It's just really pat the color in the center here. So I'm going to get a lot of deposit. I'm going to use a flat brush with a lighter color, this one here, close. And I'm just going to do on the crease here and just really blend it out a little bit. And then again, I blend outward and upward. The two colors are very similar with each other, so you can use that to blend easy. Just really to blend it out easier. And then you can use a clean brush like this and just soften the edge out. Next, use the flat brush again, and that is to along the lower lash line here. You blending brush like this. Close your eye, Jenna, and you're gonna give a lot of depth on the bottom here. The color is easy to blend, you see that, and you just really just pat the color slowly without getting too heavy dark looking, and it gives you depth. Because the color quite reflected, it doesn't show much camera, so I'm going to use my finger. Close your eye. So I'm going to get the color a bit more intense. Because the brush sometimes it's going to get very sheer, so this is the best way to really pat the color in. You can see that use the finger, you get quite much more pigment. Next, I'm using a small blending brush like this. Look out for me, and just really bring out that gold in the corner here. We try to make it festive for the look, so I think these shades perfect for it. And then use your finger, a little bit more impact there. For the eyeliner, I'm just gonna do all over the waterline. Look up for me. Get to define the eye a little more. And then I do a little bit on the outer part. This is a great way to do if you're not very good at like liquid liner and stuff like that, and you just use a pencil and you draw and smudge it out. I find most people are not good at liquid liner, even myself. I have a hard time to draw like a decent both sides and have to take a little longer. So if you're not great at that, do the way like I'm doing right now. And you still have that feline, but more sultry instead, let's take a defined one. Let's see, Jenna, you see that? I'm doing the same on this side. I always curl the lashes before mascara. I think it's very important. It's really helped to lift the eye up. And also for the liner is that like you can saw that I actually use just a brown pencil. You can use black to be one, or you can use liquid liner, whatever your preference. You still can achieve the look the same way. It's just the color. I think it's just softer because I'm gonna go on to do a red lip, so I think it's like I don't want to be too harsh. For mascara, I'm going to use 2 coats on the upper lashes and 1 on the lower lashes. This is a great volumized mascara, and it's separating, not clumpy like most. I think this is a beautiful mascara if you want to try. This is great. For blush, I'm going to use this blush palette from Tom Ford Beauty. Use a little bit of both, and you see just a little dab each. And I just really press the color in instead of swiping. This way it doesn't disturb all the contour or the foundation, everything I put earlier. See just a little bit. I think the color is just beautiful. Same on this side. For highlighter, I'm going to use this highlighter from Glitter Pop. They come in 2 different shades, quite beautiful. I think this is like, you can use as a blush as well if you love the shimmery blush, but I use them as a highlighter. You see, it's really gorgeous. And it's festive. I think this is very festive highlighter for me too, but it's beautiful for people even to use very subtle highlighter as well. And because there's so many color mixed together, it does suit in a lot of different skin tone. And you see, it's just so gorgeous. For lips, I'm going to use a matte lipstick from Gucci. This called Goldie Red, really beautiful red. I think it suits with a lot of people. Jenna have beautiful lip. It is a real, what you call that? Real fake lips.
Real fake lips.
That she lose job from people think that she have fake lips. It is real, by the way, because I know Jenna when she was 15.
Yeah.
Same lips.
Maybe.
So I don't think she have anything done since then, but you can see that. And I think because the shape is really beautiful, really full, and if I do lip liner on top, it can be too overwhelming because I do strong eye as well. So what I'm gonna do lips, but more softer focus. You start, I apply mostly in the center first, and then I mute it out, I blend it out to the outer part. For someone who have beautiful full lip like this, and sometimes, like I mentioned earlier, is that with the too much lip liner can be too overwhelming with a strong eye. So you can always use a Q-tip and soften the edges like this. Or you concealer, clean up, just soften everything out. It's just some of the idea, you know, to make sure the edges look really soft. This is such beautiful lip color. I mean, it's so gorgeous. To complete the look, I'm going to set the makeup with a setting spray from One Side Beauty. That's the final look, guys. I hope you enjoy my holiday makeup look. You can always just go more mute lips, or you can go strong red lips, or you can go without the eyeliner. It's all personal preference, whatever works for you. But I think this is a beautiful festive look. And thank you, Janet, so much for coming to the channel. And I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Maybe you learned some tips, or you know, you enjoy the entertainment that we just create for you. Always subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Give the video a thumb up, share the video, and thank you. Happy holiday.